As your week commencing, the 28th of April forecast begins with that energy from the new moon urging you to revise some small but important parts of your situation. It could be catching up on the housework, being more mindful of what you're eating and drinking, stepping up your exercise, literally. Perhaps moderating that part of you that is really drawn to perhaps working so hard that it doesn't give you the space to pursue your own interest. Because if life is all about give and no get, it's out of balance. But then the new moon is asking you to be a bit more virtuous, but that in its T-square with Mars and Pluto at the start of this week can bring up an important part of your nature, that part of you that really doesn't like to be too constrained by routine, because it can be dull. You need a sense of excitement and drama for you to feel switched on. So you could feel a bit conflicted at the start of this week. The new moon's asking to get down to the brass tacks, the detail, and Mars particularly is asking you to escape those things. What do you do? What's going to help no end, however, is that Venus is moving out of a deeply personal, sensitive, emotional part of your scope, where she's been in a conjunction with Saturn 3 times since the 19th of January. That's not been easy at all. It has made things feel very tender, but moving back into your sister fire sign, as she does on Wednesday, evokes a warmer, fiery part of your nature, a more pleasure-seeking part of your nature. For sure, the link with Neptune is interesting on the Thursday. Venus and Neptune, when it works well, is probably one of the most beautiful influences you could possibly have. So in a conjunction or a trine, sextile, it could be where we connect to someone and the spiritual connection is very, very strong. Where it doesn't work so well, say in a square, is where we can be unrealistic around relationships or have too high expectations or be prone to being misled or tricked a little bit. But I think for you, the fifth house here, the combination, especially after Saturn pummeling your fourth house for 2 years, is just reminding you that having fun is important. So even if you're changing some basics in your life and trying to, get going with the diet and the routines, as much as Mars may be resisting that a bit at the start of this week, Venus is saying, if you're doing something like the housework or some exercise, get the music on, bring some bright and vibrant energy to the equation. That will work better for you. You could still feel a bit conflicted by the end of this week by the Leo quarter moon, once more that ninth, sixth house energy. One of the things with ninth, sixth house energy is we can be tempted that we promise to do something virtuous, perhaps to help someone else, and then we end up regretting it because we've over-promised. And there could be a possibility that could come up at the end of this week, but really resist that, because you do need to be free even to grapple with some of these practicalities the new moon's asking you to think of. As the week draws to a close and it's Pluto that's going retrograde for 5 months, if there is something about your belief systems, your ideas, the way you express yourself, your relationships with neighbours or siblings, or how you transport yourself around, it's a great opportunity over the following 5 months to transform some of those areas. For example, learning to drive, learning a new language, grappling with new tech, starting your own website, improving the one you've got. All those things can come from Pluto's inward phase, because the inward phase helps you to identify what needs to change, but actually work with it rather than letting Pluto work you. Please check out my new website at patrickarundell.com. There are loads of cosmic goodies there for you to enjoy. You can download your free natal birth chart, sign up for your free daily written horoscope, or your daily moon natal horoscope based on your unique birth data. Love horoscopes are back, and also there's my long-standing amazing three-card tarot. patrickarundell.com. Please see the link below for more.